Flosstube, welcome back.
Yay.
Sorry that we are late this week, but we are going to be doing a little change up of our days that we film. So typically we film on Wednesdays and then I post videos on Thursday. Our new going forward date to film is going to be Mondays. So you will see our videos on Tuesday. Super confusing, but I had to go back to school. Total bummer.
How dare you?
I know. How dare I go back to school? But we will figure it out. We will be here because I know that you guys are really enjoying all of the consistent content. So we want to try to keep this as consistent as possible. So welcome back. It is May 22nd, and we hope you guys are ready for Memorial Day weekend. I know I am because the weather's finally going to be nice in Pittsburgh. So, yay. Best new thing this week. Erin, what's your best new thing this week?
I'm going to call something that's going to people are probably going to be like, yeah, duh, we already knew this.
Sorry.
But so I got the thing for Christmas, right? Do you guys remember this? This is like 2 years ago I got this.
Yes.
And I remember looking at it. Jonathan got it for me. And I was like, I have no idea what this is. But it's cute. I'll keep it in my stuff. Well, I came across somebody's video over the weekend. And I was like, oh, that's what it's for. And now I love it. If you don't want to start a project in the center, this marks the 3-inch, the 2.5, and the 2-inch. So you can keep your borders and start that way. So you would put it in the corner,
cool.
you would mark it, and then you start, then I would be starting at the 3-inch mark or the 2.5-inch mark.
What?
Why? Now I'm obsessed with this thing.
Okay, question. Did Jonathan know what it was when he got it?
He had no clue.
I was going to say, like, why would he know that?
Well, why would he buy it? Like, where do you even find such a thing?
That's that mystery website that he has that I pretend I don't know. And he gets me stuff and he's just like, that's cute. And he bought it.
How fun.
That's awesome.
Now I'm obsessed with it.
I
That's
love
good,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
So anyways, I'm sure people out there are like, yeah, duh, we've had that for years, but now I know what it is and how to use it. So I'm excited.
I've never seen it. I've never seen that before, ever. That's so fun.
Great, right?
Yeah.
Super useful.
Love it. Jody, what's your best new thing this week?
I have two.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to pull an Erin.
Two.
Yeah, two.
All right, my first one is Kristen's new house. So Kristen lives literally 20 minutes from me. Guys, this is like major, okay? I used to go to Kristen's house often, and I would like pack my shit for the day. Like, you got to pack like a water bottle, and you got to pack like food to come home.
It was like 45 minutes.
No, it was an hour, and it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But I never minded going there because like I loved her old house, but her being so close is the best thing ever. I like threw the kids in the car today and went to go see the dogs. It was the best thing. 20 minutes there, done, amazing. So that's my first one. My second one is the other day I was stitching and listening to Michelle Bendy's Flosstube, and I think it was like at that point it was her most recent one. I don't know if she's had another one since, but she talked about junk journals, and I've never heard of a junk journal before. Okay,
you and Kristen are now obsessed.
It was like my favorite thing to Google. Like, I will lay in bed at night and Google junk journals until I fall asleep. I have to have one. I need one like now, and I have no clue where to start. So if anyone out there wants to like help me out and throw me some advice on like how to get going on this,
I'll help you.
let me know, because I need one of these in my life like immediately. I'm obsessed.
I follow some people that make them, so I will think of who they are and tell you.
Yes, please do, because I want to buy one and I want to start using it, because the way that she finished all of those like little pieces.
Oh my God, I could watch her like turn the pages of it and like just like the sound of like the pages with all this stuff in it, and she's like, oh, it's okay, and I'm like, okay, it's like amazing.
Yeah. Amazing.
So yes, junk journals, my new favorite thing to Google.
Yeah.
There you go.
Erica, best new thing this week.
Today is 143 day.
Yay.
Right? Yay, Mr. Rogers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So to celebrate 143 day, we put up a little tent on our porch and we ate dinner of leftover pizza in the tent while watching Mr. Rogers on an iPad, and it was really fun.
So fun.
Oh, sweet.
We had a good time.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
I love Mr. Rogers so much.
My best new thing this week, I'd like to say going back to school, but it's been a little hectic this week, but that's okay. I'm getting my groove. Last semester was like a cakewalk because halfway through the semester they were like, don't come back to school. And I was like, all right. So I just stayed at home and did it online. And this semester they're like prepared for online. So it's like every night, Zoom calls, 5 hours with a lab, and it's nuts. But I'm glad to be back in school. And
how do you do the lab?
Right.
like the lab is like you sit and listen to them lecture about the lab, and then they give you the lab. So like one of my classes, I had 3 homework assignments, 2 labs that technically you have a week to do, but he's already assigned the next week's stuff. So like if you don't do it right away, you're behind. And that's like one of my 3 classes, but it's a lot. But I'm excited to be back in school, so I don't want to complain about that. But best new thing are blue light glasses. So I bought a pair for myself, a pair for Jason, and then I got an extra pair just because if I want to switch it up a little bit.
But fancy.
I see so many people talking about these, and it really does help because if I'm on the computer at night, the light is so bright on my computer. And this does actually help cut down on your eye strain. So, and they're really inexpensive. I got a 3-pack on Amazon for $20, and they're super cute. You can't beat it. So that was my best.
Why have I never heard of these? I have no idea what these are.
Yeah, it's supposed to cut down on like your cell phone, the UV blue light that's on any type of electronic. So if you're on a computer a lot or you're on your phone a lot, you should be protecting your eyes. And you can fit these over glasses. You just look kind of dorky because you have 2 sets of glasses on. But, you know,
like throw in some contacts.
Put some contacts in, or else, you know, just hold something really close to your face. But those are my best new
I have
things.
to do that sometime with sunglasses, and I don't care. Whatever. I don't care anymore.
You can get the clip-on ones like we used to wear back in like the 90s.
Sure.
And then they would like flip up.
Right.
Because I've been a nerd my whole life. I've had to wear. I have terrible eyesight. Thanks, Mom and Dad. They blessed me with really bad eyesight. So.
Sure.
But anywho, all right. Well, those are all good new things this week. So let's get into whips. And our rotation tonight, I will go first. So we are still in the midst of Stitch Mania. This is week 3. Technically of Stitch Mania. We are coming to the finish line. And so what did I work on this week? First thing was a gobble couple.
Love.
I love this one.
I know you do. It's coming to you as soon as I'm done with it.
I can't wait. I love it so much. I almost buy it weekly.
How did you do that?
I just want it.
So sad. I'm so close to being
Look how cute they are.
I have everything done except for just the few little orange thing over here on these little orange things on the side. So once I get that done, it's all done. And then this is going to my mom, but this is using all of the called for over dyes. It's just a lot of classic color works, but you can really tell with the variegation, like it's awesome.
Cool.
That's
I love it.
beautiful.
Love it, love it, love it.
How are you planning to finish it?
What's that?
I said his center is really cool. I think she said, how are you going to finish it?
Yes, I did.
I don't know. A lot of times I just give it to my mom and say, here you go. And then she's like, now what am I supposed to do with it? So like, I don't know. It would be a cute little pillow, wouldn't it?
I was going to say it's a good shape for a pillow,
It would
but
be
I don't know. I just,
like a mat, like a place
like
mat.
a tray or a tray.
Oh,
A tray.
a tray. Yeah. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy one of those little wooden trays, and then I'm gonna mount this in it, and then put like a plastic thing over top, like a see-through thing, so that she can use it. Okay, here you go, Mom. That's coming to you at some point. I don't have much more to go on. I just need to finish it. But I got sidetracked because I wanted to start a new start, because why not? And this was not on my mania rotation at all. This was just me deciding I wanted to do something else. And so I did Where Liberty Dwells. I started this one, which is the Ohio Star. And I'm doing this on 40 count. I think this is 40 count from, I don't know, Under the Sea Fabrics maybe.
Yeah. Jeez.
And that's how much I have done.
Oh.
It's so sweet and little.
It's going to be so tiny. Like there's only a little bit more of this, and then it's all those little star pattern things. So
That's cool. I like it.
Progress on that. And then, well, I dropped my paper. Sorry, people. I really got a hankering to work on my Dracula piece from the Witchy Stitcher, because I really want to bust this one out. And you guys, can you die? Look at that.
So good.
So I started working on like the other colors other than black. So I started in his mouth, and I'm gonna work my way up. But
It's nose gets filled in though, right?
Yes.
It's kind of a bummer because it's a really cool blood slot right there.
It is, but it's like light, so I think I don't know if anything's gonna show through. Probably not, but
So cool.
there's still a lot of really good splatter on here.
Yeah.
So loving this one. And that's where I'm using my Anchor Black on. And because I'm using it on here and I love it so much, I bought a whole box of it from Amazon. So if anyone needs any Anchor, let me know.
I don't want to try it because I don't want to like it.
I know.
Guys, it's so much different than 310. I just feel like it's thicker. It's fluffier. It covers more, like completely. 310 just seems so thin to me sometimes. Like 2 threads sometimes it's not that great of coverage. So
Right, on 13, I always use 3.
What about the rest of your floss though? Like is Anchor like that for all colors?
I don't know. I've never tried any other Anchor. I
That's
heard
what
that
I'm
Anchor.
afraid you're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
I think that Anchor White people say is better than DMC White, but I've never had a problem with DMC.
Well,
White.
DMC white blows. I don't like
Well,
it.
I agree.
I think it's just because there's no dye or anything to it. It just doesn't lay that nice.
I
Like,
just feel like it
Yeah.
frays, it splits.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so we'll see. If you guys want to try it, let me know. But those are all of my whips for this week.
Can
And
I interject really quick? That blood spatter fabric, I dyed a whole bunch for the Witchy Stitcher, and it's been shipped off to her. So she gave me permission to mention tonight that it will be for sale in her shop, thewitchystitcher.com. She's no longer on Etsy. So you have to go to her shop, thewitchystitcher.com, and you'll be able to buy that fabric.
Yeah.
And she sells it for fairly cheap. So
That's awesome. Yay.
That's so cool.
Wait, can I say something else I saw about Etsy? Michelle said this on her Instagram today or yesterday. I don't remember when I saw this. But did you know that if you get an ad for Etsy and you follow that ad and then buy that pattern, Etsy takes like a ton more money from the designer. Like instead of taking, I don't remember what she said, but like 10 cents or 20 cents, they take like $1.20.
So what she's saying is if you see something you like, go directly to the
Directly
page.
to Etsy, search for that designer, and then click it. Do not click the link and then get the pattern.
oh,
That's
Because they
crazy.
make money.
Man,
She said
Etsy's
it's like
bumming me out.
Etsy patting themselves on the back and being like, "Aren't we so great? We got you here. We got you people here." But then they take your money.
I feel like Etsy's gonna fade away because they're just getting like.
I think
so-
Etsy's, they're definitely undercutting all of these designers, and it's a shame because we don't want their prices to go up, obviously, but like I completely understand if they have to raise their prices to make it worthwhile. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just going to work out in the long run, but it's not fair to them.
I put my shop on vacation when we started the like the lockdown because I didn't want to have to worry about people buying stuff from me, which doesn't happen that often, but you know, of course it would when I'm trying not to. I don't think I'm gonna go back because the last time I sold something, I only made a little less than half than for what I like charged for it.
You're better off putting it on your Instagram page that everyone looks at anyways.
And honestly, you can just send a PayPal invoice. I mean, that's free to just send a PayPal invoice and bill people that way. And then it's secure, it's safe. They have to go into PayPal to use it. You're not gathering their credit card information or anything crazy like that. So
yeah,
it's probably, unfortunately, Etsy is such a good place to gather everybody. Like how do you
know? It's so sad. I love it. I love it.
I know. But it's not fair. It's not fair to the
not.
I don't think that's fair at all. So that's my PSA.
No.
Thank you. It's good to know. It's good to
know. Erin, what did you stitch this week?
I have so many whips. So, I mean, because I'm doing that, like, I have like 5 whips a week.
Oh, whips.
So, the first one is my Super Mario Brothers 3. And I forgot to say last week, this is by NerdPillo, and it's that's Heather Wilson, and she's on Etsy. And this is a tea-dyed Ada. So I added some more color.
Nice.
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good, right? So I did like all of that outline and then the coins, and I'm starting on the guys.
God, that picture just brings back like that's like childhood right there.
Hear the song, I'm like,
I know.
Do.
That's the only Mario Brothers game that I ever beat. Like I got to the very end and beat.
You know, that's funny because I think it's the only one I've never beat. I can't get past Bowser on the last. That last like world always scared me. I was younger and never beat it.
Yep, I think that's the only one I beat.
We'll have to work together. Maybe we can play together sometime and you can help me beat.
I still have Jason's Super Nintendo, and it has the pack that has all like 4. It has like, Super Mario 2. That one stinks. That's the one where you gotta pick up
picking up the turnips and throwing the turnips and the floating princess. No, no.
Hard. Way too hard.
I like that one because I always thought it was easiest to beat, so I would play that a lot.
Really?
Well, the princess just jumps up and flies. That's like,
just turn up and make the mouse eat it.
But yeah, we could definitely, that would be something super fun to do this winter when we have nothing to do, is get together and play Mario. Yes.
I'm in, girl.
All right, what else you stitch?
My next one is, sorry, I don't know why I don't have these more organized, but it's the, I finished technically my next one. So I'll show that my finishes. Then I did my first linen, not first official linen, but 30 count.
Wow.
Ooh.
Right?
It's so good.
So the pattern is moon and back, heart and hand. I'll show what it looks like eventually.
Oh,
it's really long. Can you tell how long it's going to be?
It's going to be amazing.
So long.
So sweet.
Look at the little owl.
He's cute.
Yeah. So here's my spiel about linen. And Kristen's going to love this.
Kristen has a cat. Hello, cat.
I'm kidding.
She was clawing me.
I keep jumping around. Linen's fine. Like, I like stitching on linen. I think that I had it in my head that it was going to be way harder than it ended up being. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you work it up and you're like, I'll never be able to do that. And then you start doing it and you're like, oh, It's not that bad.
Right.
I don't want to make the full switch. And my only other problem is it's really hard to count over the way that I normally stitch with linen. So normally I'll do an entire color. So whatever's in my snap, I'll do all of the white and I'll count and I'll find all the white spots and I'll do it like that. And then I'll go and do another color.
That's
can't
really
do that.
hard.
You can't do it. You can't count like you want to.
All I can say is with that is that it definitely gets easier and it almost becomes second nature to just see the holes.
Where the boxes will be.
Like wood on Ada, because I was like that at first too, but now I can use your technique where I can just like zoop around, because it's just, you just notice those holes more. I think it's
yeah, I'm gonna keep on it.
Yeah.
I have linen and I'll switch them in and I'll do linen, but I also have so much Ada that I'm like, financially it doesn't make sense.
I think it's fine to do both. Like I have been really enjoying working on Ada because I think it's just going faster. So I'm not going to give up on linen. Like I have 2 pieces of 52 count or 40.
Ooh.
You know, I don't want to get like that.
Yeah, but like, you gotta like.
See, I don't like tiny either. I want to stitch these bigger stitches. I like that.
46.
Wow.
Tight.
Wow.
No wonder your eyes suck.
I'm like this when I'm stitching on it.
Use a magnifying glass.
What else did you stitch, Erin?
Okay, so my next one is Into the Jungle, Frosted Pumpkin. That's when I got done the tiger.
So that tiger made me so mad before. I'm glad you got him done.
I remember that, Erica. You hated that tiger.
Tiger and I were not friends.
I don't remember that. And I've actually miscounted and I'm like, I don't care. I'm going to keep it going because he's difficult. Like he's really easy to miss a count.
Yeah. He looks good.
To tell even if you do miss one. So
thank you. Yeah, I definitely mixed that one up. Well, my bad. And I did that one on that tombstone and I love this fabric.
That's from Color and Cotton.
Color and Cotton. So of course it's amazing. Okay, this next one is so cool. This is my Haunted Mansion. So this is the Haunted Mansion, Tiny Modernist, 14 count, Orchid Garden by Black Cauldron, Dyeworks. And I was able to get an entire room finished.
Nice. Okay, is that sparkly thread?
I used sparkly thread for the brown. So this brown is supposed to be the same color purple as the background.
Oh. So
Jonathan and I were like, well, you can't do that. And I asked his opinion. He doesn't just offer this, but he was like, why don't you try brown? And I happen to have the exact color that he liked in sparkle. So I used it.
I love it. Look at that little cobweb in the corner.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
That's adorable.
So I'm loving that one.
Obsessed.
Mm-hmm. Loving it. Okay, so then the last thing I started, because of our weird schedule, I was able to start tomorrow's today, which is my new project, which is needlepoint.
Oh boy.
You're so brave.
Finished.
Wow, look at you.
I'll say this about needlepoint. I'm probably never going to go and buy them. They're very expensive. This canvas was $45 for the complete kit.
Oof.
It feels like a lot of money for how small it is and for what you get. It feels like a lot of money to me. And it's taking forever. Like that's all I got done, but I had 3 hours of stitching.
Wow.
What kind of stitches are those?
They're just half stitches. I don't know why it feels like it's taking me so long.
That's weird.
I realized this though. I very much enjoy stitching with pearl cotton. And I have a project that I'm going to show you guys later that I'm starting with it. I really like pearl cotton. It's very fun to stitch with.
Why? Just because it's thicker?
Yeah, I think because it's different.
Yeah.
It feels, I don't know, it just like the feel of it. It just makes it, I don't know, it's fluffy and fun. I like it.
Nice.
Are you using like this kind of pearl cotton or
Yeah, but they're like DMC. Here, I'll show you. Like,
Now, can you use pearl cotton on like a 14 count, or is it too thick?
ooh, I think it'd be too thick. But I'm using it on a linen that I'll show you guys when we get to purchases.
Nice.
That's it. That's a lot. Those are mine.
Those are awesome. Made a lot of progress in a week.
Thank
really.
you.
Jody, what'd you stitch this week?
Well, how do I follow that? I worked on one thing. Okay, I did work on one thing. So I had purchased a bunch of patterns last time. One of them was my birds pattern. It had 5 birds in the tree, in the branches. So I take myself to Staples, I go print it out, and it's like printing, and printing. And it's 37 pages. Okay.
One doesn't know how
Is that
to
how you print things? You go to Staples? Because I don't know how to print stuff.
When you go to Staples?
Yeah, do you just say, hi, can you print this?
No, there's like self-serve machines. You have to like email it to the Staples email, and then you get a code and you just like scan your phone. It's so easy.
Wow.
But like something like this, I'm not going to use like all my ink because I'd rather just pay like a couple cents and go, you literally like scan.
This pattern.
Probably more than the pattern cost. I don't know, because it was like 37 pages. And I look at it, I'm like, oh, I can go to Staples, I'm going to print my pattern. I'm so excited. Okay, so I get home and it's like impossible to follow. There's no like halfway marks. She marked on the pattern that it was 200 by 200, but it printed 300 by 300.
Ooh.
So my only option was to cut it up and tape it together. Y'all.
Oh my God. It's a carpet.
Okay, it's like
a rug.
It's like an area rug. And I get a sore back when I work on it because I have it laid out on my coffee table and it's like folded, but it's still not like, it's kind of fragile because it's just like taped. So I don't want to like screw it up. So I like sit on the couch. I sit Indian style and I have, or am I allowed to say that? What is it? Crisscross applesauce. And I have my area rug out on my coffee table. And because there's like so many, like it's all black. So I have to cross off. Otherwise I will lose my mind trying to figure out where I am. So I'm constantly like leaning over the coffee table with my legs crossed to try to cross off. So it's been an adventure, but I am like
Jody to print something like this, like to find a pattern that would
I'm
print
such
like
an
this.
idiot. Like I looked at it and I was like, I love this. I'll do it. Like didn't look at the size. I don't look at that shit. Kristen, remember when we bought the store? Okay, when we were building the store, we were buying stuff for the store. And my dumbass, goes onto Amazon and I'm going to buy a shopping basket for the market, okay?
Uh-oh.
And I'm so excited. I get this like awesome deal on it. It's like $2 and it's like this wire shopping basket. And it comes and it fits in my mailbox and I open it and I'm like, what is this? It's literally, we used it to hold our business cards.
That's amazing.
Jody's like, I got our shopping bag. It was like this.
Like I'm so stupid. I don't know why I don't look at that stuff.
Shipped with dimensions.
Anyway, and this is, another example of my intelligence. But anyways, this is how far I am.
I'm proud of you for sticking with it, and it looks amazing.
I'm really loving stitching it. It's going like super fast. I thought the birds would be a pain in the butt because they're just black. But honestly, like it's so fun. I'm loving it. I love my fabric. Thank you, Erin. This was Jerry fabric that I dyed and made it kind of this like, it's a little bit darker than it's showing up there, but
It's such a color.
And I was just looking at it. I just took it out of my Q-snap to like really look at it, and I think I will have enough room. I was a little worried because her chart is 100 by 100 bigger than I thought it was going to be.
What do you plan to do with it when it's done?
So I have this clock in my kitchen that hasn't worked for 3 years, and I don't know why I still have it up there, but it's a square and it's exactly the size of my fabric.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Oh no.
We can't hear you.
Audio.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Weird.
We're like
I didn't do anything. All right, now I can take these things off. So I think I might take the clock out of the frame and then stick this in where the clock was.
yeah.
The clock is in like a square frame.
Oh, that's the one that's on the wall. How have I never noticed that it doesn't work?
Right. It looked like a clock to me.
I'll be honest with you, the only reason I knew it didn't work is because the kids are learning how to tell time. And I was like, why is it 4 o'clock for like the last 3 weeks?
I have looked at that clock. Like, I have definitely paid attention.
But that would be a perfect use for it
I
because
know. And the perfect spot on my wall for it.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's very cool.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm going to try these buds again, but let me know if you can't hear me. Go ahead. Carry on.
Erika, what'd you stitch this week?
Oh man. Well, a few things. I worked on my top secret mystery project a little bit. I've been working on it less than I had planned.
Secret anymore if he knows what it is?
It's only top secret to everyone else. No one's actually
She's
seen
worried about
it.
how she's doing it. You're worried about the color choices, right?
I'm worried.
Oh.
It stresses me out, which is why I don't work on it. Even though
It's beautiful, by the way. Just so you guys all know, it's an amazing project, and it looks perfect.
It does. It does. She's being really hard on herself.
I told him yesterday or something. I'm like, when this is done, I'm gonna be so glad. And he's like, so you're not gonna stitch it again? And I'm like, no.
Why would you ever stitch that again?
I don't know. But, maybe. We'll see. Anyway, I worked on that a little bit.
I can't wait to see that. Like, actually see it.
I know. I hope to finish it I hope to finish it this year. Let's say that. That'd be good. I also worked on my piñata party stuff. If you recall, had this grand idea to stitch like 3 piñatas and like make a little pennant banner or something. I don't think I'm going to end up doing that because it just takes me forever. It's a really good idea, but I don't think it's going to happen.
A lofty goal for you.
Yes.
We kind of called that one, Erika.
I know.
We love you
It was
to
really
death.
hopeful. So I'm still working on this monochromatic purple guy, and I did have to frog a bunch like right here yesterday because I put an extra stitch, and I I kept going, and I was like, this will be fine. I'm fine with this. It'll be fine. And no.
Not fine for you.
Wasn't fine.
So I took it out. But he's coming along. He's hanging in there.
Yeah.
I
I like
of course,
those purples.
the Frosted Pumpkin, and they're doing their like giveaway thing the beginning of June, so people are working on this. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
So it's a small guy. Take it out in the yard sometimes. I also have worked a little bit on Mysterious Halloween Town on my Jodi fabric.
Jodi fabric. Oh,
Yay.
cute.
Bride of
So I've
Frankenstein.
gotten this
her
gal's
hair.
hair done.
She
She looks cute.
Looks super gray today.
The fabric, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like blue-green in person right now. I don't know what's happening.
No, I see gray.
Jodi infused witchcraft into this fabric,
I
and it
did.
I think
changes
that's so
color.
cool.
She is a fabric wizard.
Yes.
And I think that I've worked a tiny bit on my Chinese zodiac sampler Let me just make it so you can see it. I stole the hoop to work on something else, so.
Oh,
I'm just
wow.
trying to fill that back in. It's going slowly along. They've released the May installment of the pattern, so I'm like super far behind, but it's fun and cute, and I will work on it when I can work on it. So.
It's really cute.
And I did have a new start today, so I have one more whip, and that is, do you remember that kit I won from Dear Sukie? I started working on the puppy pattern that she sent. You can hardly see this color, I think, but there's like some color, some like beige there.
Hang on, let me get my glasses on.
Isn't that the one that's like the world's largest print for like the world's smallest?
See?
Oh.
It's like 20 by 20, but it's like a paper that's like this big.
It's so big.
Rug.
It's like my area rug.
Yeah. So I started working on that puppy, and I'm almost done with that color. So I'm already crushing it.
Crushing it today. Holy moly, yeah. That's good.
Great.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Only a few stitches and everything, but I feel like it's nice to like work on stuff and like touch things. So.
Yeah. I don't have any finishes. So, but what I do want to interject are in place of finishes is that we have 1 week of Mania left, and I only have one project on the docket that I need to touch this month. And that is We All Float, which is my Pennywise pattern, which is on black, and I'm dreading working on it. Okay, like I want this pattern done.
Despicable. I've put mine away, I think, for life.
I know, and like the problem is that I have like my Stephen King bookshelf, so, and it's like horror themed cross stitch pieces. Like some of the only finishes that I've ever done are on this bookshelf. So I really do want to finish it because I have a good spot to hang it, but I don't know. I don't know if Mania plans are going to change this month and I'm going to put something else in its place. I feel like I should just at least put a day's worth of stitching in on it and then just put it away and bring it out next year. So I didn't have any finishes, but that's all I wanted to say about plans for the rest of the month is just doing that. And then I'd like to finish this guy this month. Okay. Erin, did you have any finishes this week?
I do. I have one finished.
You have finishes every week. You kill me.
I don't know how.
Do you see?
I don't feel. I do. So the kids go down by like 7:30. They're both down. So
Wow.
I have from 7:30 till my eyes start closing around 9:30 to stitch. And I sit and stitch. And I've got them both napping napping in their rooms from like 2 till 3. So those are my 2 stitching times.
So you're getting some good time in. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm always like, I'm not doing housework right now. I'm sitting down and I'm having a minute for myself. So that's what I do.
That's
So I
important.
was able to finish snow stand.
Adorable.
So cute. From that Snow Village, this is Country Cottage Needleworks, and this is just Jerry fabric.
Jerry fabric.
And because it's already kitted up and I have this one, I'm just gonna like keep it kitted and stick this one in there and then start this one when we do our Christmas in July.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Right?
I am so
I already have, I mean,
July.
it's already there. Just need the fabric.
Not only am I thinking we do Christmas in July, but we need to do a month of just Halloween focuses because
Yes.
we need a solid month of just like Halloween stitching. Maybe we could do that in August or September and try to bust stuff out before October.
Yeah.
That's a good plan
just
for
wanna-
September.
Maybe
I really want to keep working on Mysterious Halloween Town, but I have so many other things.
No, but like I have so many Halloween patterns that I just want to do. I love it. But I'm excited for Christmas. Like I just want to do holiday stitching and just have that be a focus. So I like having our months of just like focusing on stuff. It's fun. It's really fun.
I agree.
Nice finish, Erin. How are you going to finish that one? How are you going to FFO it? No idea.
It's going up in the cupboard and we'll see if it ever gets finished.
You need a junk journal.
I do. I really want one. You know what's funny is that Jonathan saw that and he actually really liked that idea too. He had that idea a while ago and then we saw hers and he was like, yeah, that's what I was saying. So
I need to go watch this. I'm so bad at watching Flosstube.
Go back and watch Michelle's video. It's from last Saturday. So she'll have a new one tomorrow, but then it'll come out. Watch the one from last week. But she has my fancy blanket in the butter churn. When I sent that to her, she stitched it in like a day. And she put it in her junk journal. And then she wrote on a piece of paper that I had stitched it first and I had sent it to her. And then she stitched it. And then she sent it off to somebody else, and she put that in her little junk journal thing. So I thought that was really sweet. It was really cute.
Nice. It's the best. I was like, Kristen, she mentioned you in that butter lady fancy thing.
Because I have my fancy blanket too that I was like, what the hell am I going to do with her? Got a junk journal. She'd go in the junk journal. So
it's awesome.
Jerry, did you finish anything this week?
The only thing I finished was spending my budget for the month.
It's May 22nd. I already drew that for the month.
So I'll be back for fall.
I wasn't going to spend anything this month.
Yeah.
And you were really adamant about it.
Oh my gosh. Also, Michael's been doing a ton of stitching, and I meant to bring his whip up, but I didn't. But I'll try to remember next week. But I can.
Because I want to see it.
He might be out. We got new plants on the patio, so he's like sitting out on the patio, like, staring at his plants.
Well, tell him to bring his whip up. Erica, did you have any finishes this week?
I have an FFO.
What?
I know. Well, if you recall, I made a goal to FFO 2 or 3 things this month. So I've done one. It is very simple hoop finish, but it is one of the Frosted Pumpkin Santa pen pal thing.
Cute.
I love it.
Yay. And finished green felt on the back with some
the hoop finishing genius.
Terrible whip stitching, but it's there.
That's awesome. I love it.
I love it.
I'm very excited. It turned out very nice. And I'm realizing now that I did not take the little, how they have the blue nonsense on these hoops?
Yeah.
I hate it, and I did not take it off, nor did I see it until just this moment. Maybe I'll leave it.
You could always run ribbon or something around the edging and cover it up if you wanted to have just a little whatever.
Get a little fancy with it.
Little pom-poms or something.
Okay.
I love it. So cute.
Thank you. I'm very happy.
Let's talk haul. So haul and stitchy kindness. Okay. So a couple of things. I finally got, and I don't blame this on what is her name? Brandy from Bee Stitch Me. I had to think of her name. I kept wanting to say Belinda. That's not what it is. Brandy. But anyway, my aunt's name is Belinda, and I kept thinking of that. Okay, so I finally got my fabric, and it wasn't her fault. She was amazing, because when she actually shipped my fabric was the week that we had moved and changed our address. So I was very concerned that we weren't going to get it at the new house, and that it was going to have to get rerouted and all that craziness. But I emailed her, and she said, don't worry, if you don't get it, I'll send you a new piece. But I got it.
Oh,
so
nice.
From Bee Stitch Me, and it's beestitchme.com if you are interested in doing any type of ordering of hand-dyed fabrics. And I got an 18 by 27 or quarter piece of 40 count linen. And the colorway this month, as you saw with ERIN'S, but it looks a lot different actually, is Dreamsicle.
It's so incredible.
Color now on her site. I saw her post that when she gives it to us, she then puts it up as available to order.
So now you
can
like it for yourself. But look how beautiful it is.
It's giant too.
So big.
And it's 40 count. And it's a
Are
very
you gonna get 40 count? Are you gonna always get 40?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I like 40 count, and people say, oh, it's so hard to see. I've never had an issue with seeing 40 count, and the thing I like about it is that you only have to use one thread, and it's perfect coverage. So the stitching for me goes really fast, and I like it being a little bit smaller. Not to say that I don't stitch on 28 count or higher count fabrics. Like I just bought a piece of 28 count from Color and Cotton that I'm waiting to get for a Stitcherovia pattern, that coffee pattern from Stitcherovia. I wanted it to be big. So for a lot of things, it doesn't matter. But I just thought, with this giant of a piece, I should be able to fit 2 projects on this, no problem.
At least.
For sure.
Yeah.
You could do 4 if they're little.
If they're little ones.
You could do 87 pinatas on there.
I don't do little projects.
Do 87 pinatas. Done.
Think of all of the cat. You'd be entered so many times.
I mean, instant winner.
Instant winner. I bought 3 patterns in the past week. I was going to say this month. That is a lie. I forget that we film every week. So in a week's time, I ordered just today. I saw it this morning at 7:30 in the morning. I'm laying in bed. I'm on Instagram. Misty Purcell Luminous Fiber Arts pops up on my Instagram with a new pattern. I went to her Etsy page and I bought it that second. And it is Liberty
So stinking
Waker.
cute.
And it's a little squirrel.
I love him. I love him so much.
Oh, cute.
It's so cute. I love all of this white work in the back.
Yeah.
That just looks awesome. So thanks, Misty. I love it. Love you. Love your stuff. I can't wait. Then I was watching our girl Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world. I love watching her floss tubes because she is such a prolific stitcher, and she stitches a lot of stuff that I like, that like fits my my aesthetic. And she stitches a lot of primitive hair. So primitive hair, of course, prim looking stuff, but I love their patterns. So anyway, I bought 2 of theirs. The first one I bought is the Town of Halloween, which I thought would look perfect on this fabric.
Stella agreed.
Oh,
I love it.
And
perfect.
it's done all in black and like I think one other color. So hello, new
Kristen asked Stella if it would look okay on the orange, and Stella said, well, yeah, that's like Halloween colors.
I know. I was like, well, sorry. And then the other one I bought is Witchcraft.
Ooh.
And I think this one's going to look great on that piece of, if I can get it to fit, that 25 count tea-dyed fabric that Erin stitched for me. I think that will look great on. And I might actually stitch it 1/1 on 25 count to make it even tinier. So just depends on how the fibers lay. Sometimes like it has to be a stiffer linen in order for the 1/1 to work. If not, your stitches will slide underneath the other threads. So it has to be like a nice, like sturdy weave. So I'll have to try it out, but I love it.
Okay, so if you stitch 1/1 and 25 count, what does that equate to?
1/1 on 25 count. Well, it would be a quarter. Because think about it, you're only stitching in a quarter of the box.
Jeez.
So
That's very tiny.
It breaks your box into 4 stitches.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've done 1/1 on 28 count Monaco, and I feel like it gets like that's pretty small. But like my Hade that I'm doing is 1/1 on 25 count. So it's I mean, it's doable. It needs to be like a sturdier fabric, or else it doesn't. I don't think it looks right.
Yeah, I forgot about the Hade.
What's that?
I forgot about that Hade piece.
Oh, my Nightmare Before Christmas piece. Yeah. That's coming out in Christmas in July. It's going on a rotation. I can't wait. All right, that's all I bought this week. Just
right on.
Patterns. It's fine. All right. Erin, what'd you buy this week?
So, as usual, I'm going to combine them because I just keep a list and it's easier this way. Jody, I was able to pick up that green that she dyed, which I know she showed, but I'm showing again because it's so incredibly beautiful. In person, it's like, I don't know how to explain how much more beautiful it is, but this is very beautiful. I don't know how you do this, but you do great work.
Thank you.
Again, sorcery.
Now I'm like finding these old pieces of linen and I'm like, hey, Jody, can you dye this for me? I'll drop
I got one coming your way.
That pattern or that fabric would look awesome for, it's a primitive hair pattern and it's like a mermaid. So it's like
Ooh.
dark, but it would look
I
awesome on
it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So then I also adopted a wit from her while we were at it. I can't show it. I don't have the picture of it. I just realized that. But it's that cat. I can show what she had finished.
Oh,
I
that
have-
geometric
Here,
cat.
I can pull it up
The geometric cat, yeah.
because I bought it too. So hold on.
Okay.
Oh, I can tell it's a cat now.
Yeah, right. Like she got pretty far into it.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
But she said she's done. And I was like, oh, I was going to buy that one. So I adopted it. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I forgot what it was going to end up looking like.
So that is on linen, and it's the only linen that I've ever enjoyed stitching on.
Is it
That linen is
Monaco?
gold. It's Monaco. Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. So that will definitely be in the future. And I put my Jody needleminder on it.
Oh, yay.
When I stitch it, it'll remind me of you.
The thing I like
Okay,
about this pattern is it's like big blocks of color.
You'd think it is,
That's
though.
I like it.
You think it is, but then there's all these little teeny tiny triangles, and you're like, well, I don't really want to go there now because that's only like a tiny triangle. Like, I'd rather go to a bigger block. And that, like, I don't know, I had a hard time, like, navigating where to go, and there's a ton of colors.
There's a lot of colors. The fabric, the floss list is extensive.
It is.
Yeah. But it's super cute.
I'll give it a shot.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I hope you finish it.
I'm excited. Okay, so the next one is, I don't know if you guys have, but our people watching out there, Yonder. Love this.
Love it.
pattern. It's by Liz Hatthews. And by the way, it shipped in like a day. She did awesome. Thank you. And she sends this cute little card. Hello from Liz Hatthews. And a person. Thank you. Yeah, super sweet. So I'm really excited about it. So I enjoyed stitching on that linen so much that I went and bought an 18 count linen. And this is from, I wanted to give her a shout out because I thought she was so great.
18
The
count
cross,
linen is huge.
yeah.
Huge.
So this is from the crossbar on Etsy. So 18 count linen is what I used for that
Candy
that-
corn.
candy corn. And I liked it so much. And I liked the idea of stitching with pearl cotton again. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be big. They're not that big because I showed you with the candy corn.
It's just so funny because I'm like, oh, look at my 46 count. And
I know you're so tiny. So here's the candy corn. That's what the X's look like.
Oh, okay.
It's not bad.
That's what it'll look like. And
Okay.
this is pearl cotton as well.
Look how
Yeah, I think the pearl cotton definitely helps because it probably takes up a ton of space in the holes.
100%. Yeah, it takes up that's what fills it in.
Oh, I love
So
how
I
it's,
went
puffy.
to, what's that?
I like how puffy it looks.
I know, it almost looks like it's beaded.
It's super puffy. I wish you could feel it too. It has a really cool feel to it, which is what I was like, I love this. This is very enjoyable. So the needlepoint store in town was open again on Saturday when we went to Yellow. So we walked as a family. It was such a nice day. We had our masks on in town. Even Aria had her little mask on and we got to go in. But it was awesome. And the owner there is so kind. And so I kitted it up. I got all my pearl cotton.
Awesome.
Woohoo.
So I'm excited.
Yay.
So this got added to Mania. This is taking the place of Colorful Critters, which I refuse to do now. I do not like the way that whole pattern came together.
I keep deleting all of the emails.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What don't you like about it?
Like, what am I going to do with that? It's
Right.
just bugs that I'm not that into.
I was
I don't know.
surprised that it was just bugs. I thought it was going to be other stuff.
Me too.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of floss for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, I'm good.
That's all right. You found a really fun project to work on.
Well, I'm excited. Yeah, and that one I'm excited about.
I
Okay,
love
so
that
then
pattern.
I love that pattern.
Needleminders came in from Caterpillar, and I bought the bags with them. Because they're
Our positivity needle minders haven't gotten here yet.
I was thinking that I actually had the thought that yours must have come. I think I ordered mine a little bit before yours.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I was going to ask you when you ordered those because I've been waiting.
I love it.
Mine later. I'll look it up. But that's my cute little owl.
I love him.
Oh.
Right. And then Carlos, because I actually didn't have one of these and I really wanted one.
Adorable.
I have to show you guys Carlos. Hold on. I have a Carlos, not a
Is that why you named him that?
the toy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the origin is. I don't actually know why she named him Carlos.
I don't
I
know.
want to
It's
say
so
that I
cute.
saw that she did a contest. Oh my gosh.
So this is Carlos. This used to be where his head was.
Poor Carlos.
Oh,
This is
Carlos has seen better days.
This is one of Luna's favorite toys. I actually bought this for Christmas for Grover because Grover, my little Chiweenie, it was like 3 times longer than him, and he would drag it and like whip it around because he always loved like really big toys. And then Luna, of course, adopted it after Grovey left. Yeah. So this
That's
is
really funny.
this is Carlos.
Exit stage left.
It goes in a toy basket, and I'm like, every time she moves around, more stuffing comes out and like flies all over the house. So I'm like, yeah, fine. She loves Carlos, but that's why I named him that.
Okay, so I bought the Frosted Pumpkin, the donut
cute.
one. 'Cause I'm in for a contest, baby. I'm here to win.
Erica's whole face just lit up.
It's so small too, you guys. It's like 35 by 35. It's gonna take me a day to stitch it, so I'm gonna do a bunch of them.
Oh, I want to bust out one of those donuts too. Mhm.
Sure. I mean, right?
Mhm.
So the only other thing I want to talk about is last week we talked about an LNS in Johnson City, and a few of you went there or called up and ordered stuff, which is so great, and thank you for doing that. So this week I wanted to say Stitches and Things in Fenton, Michigan is another great LNS. And the best part about them is you can order everything online. You don't have to call someone and talk to them like me, who has anxiety when it comes to talking to people on the phone. So the best part is her whole catalog is online. So
That's
Stitches
amazing.
and Things. Like,
Let me
and
just,
things. And
We
we'll
just plug that in.
What's
Stitches
that?
and things.
We'll plug
Yeah.
that in. It's not quite the end of the month. We can get another purchase in before the end of the month, right?
So I definitely bought 2 things that are being shipped, and I'll show them when they come.
Ooh.
I love
Pretty quickly. My friend Brooke from the MI Studio Create, she's the one that was like, you should try them, and they shipped within like 2 weeks to her. I think she even said within a week. So
Wow.
she's shipping pretty quickly.
Nice.
I'm excited to go and look because my mom grew up around Fenton, so it's like I love seeing like stuff from that area. It's really cute.
Owner is the night. I mean, they're all. I feel like any LNS you go to, the shop owners are always so nice. But she was just a very kind-hearted person and very much wanted to like share this craft with people, and
That's great.
I really like.
Yay.
You're right, though.
That's it.
LNS owners are the sweetest, most helpful people on the planet, I swear.
It's so true.
They are a gem. All right, Erin, is that all you bought this week?
Yeah, that's it. Done.
Look at that no buying month.
It went great. Thanks for asking.
Well, Jody, we know you blew your wad this week. What did you buy?
Okay. So I actually didn't buy that many things. I just spent like a lot of money. So, all right. Back in November, we adopted a dog. Like, it was this crazy story. But anyways, Mila came to our family back in November. And here's a picture of her. And we are like obsessed with her. Okay. So I get on to Etsy, of course. And you guys, are you ready for this?
So cute.
Like, could you die?
It's like
Like, I can't even handle it. So the way that I found this was someone had posted a Yorkie with a bandana and glasses, and it said Yorkie Mom underneath. And I was like, that is so stinking cute. Just like the way the pattern was, the colors in it, I loved it. So I messaged the lady, and I'm like, hey, do you know if she has any other dog breeds? And she's like, oh, I don't know, but here's her shop. So I go to her shop, I message her, and she's like, I could do like a pit lab mix, but like just send me a picture of your dog and I'll just do your dog. Okay. So it's puntagopetitepattern, and we'll link them below. But I mean, I couldn't even like resist, like stop.
It's
Like,
crazy
so
because I've had a pattern from that lady in my like favorites for a while because she has this really cute, she'll personalize this like you holding two kids thing.
Yes.
And I love it.
Yes. Okay, so that was one thing I bought. The second thing I bought, I spent entirely too much money on it, but one of my Mother's Day gifts was Michael was going to buy me the entire DMC lot of colors. Okay. He goes onto the DMC site. I know, I can't even breathe when I think about it. He goes to the DMC site. They don't have it in stock. And they finally emailed him back and they're like, we think we're going to get it back in stock as like a whole set by like June, but we don't really know. Anyways, in the meantime, I came across, Erin has a Jerry. I came across a Karen. So I found this lady. She was giving up cross stitching and she basically gave me an entire life collection of her stuff. Well, in her collection, wouldn't you know, is every freaking DMC color. So I felt like going through with buying the DMC stuff was probably not the best use of that money. And so I feel like that's justified with what I purchased. So Erin had posted something on our Instagram the other day. It was a contest by Stitch. Is it Stitch of the Season?
No.
Season of the Stitch.
Season and Stitch.
Season of the Stitch. Okay. So she tags us in this post, and I'm like, you know, I've seen these people on Instagram a couple times. What is this all about? So I go to their website. Thanks, Erin. And I guess that's what those are for, right? So it works. And they have like the most adorable patterns. Okay. However, here's my gripe. Like when you go to like click on their stuff, they don't have a web page. So it takes you to like a third party page called Cratejoy, and they only do subscription boxes. So you have to like subscribe, and then every month you get, they don't sell just the pattern, you have to get the whole kit. And you get one every month, okay? And they have like, I think they have like 29 kits or something that they have right now. So you can pick which ones you want, or it can be a surprise or whatever. So I emailed them and I'm like, hey, I don't want to subscribe because it's very expensive. Like for what you're getting, you get the pattern, the floss, and then you get a piece of,
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. The pre-framed Ada is not my favorite to stitch on. It's It's not great quality Aida. It's a pain in the butt to hold it. If you don't center it right, you're totally screwed. So I'm not going to use the Aida that it comes with, but I was able to do a 3-month subscription, and I was able to just order 3 at a time. So they're going to send everything to me all at once. So I picked my patterns, and I'm not going to show them because they're kind of hard to see on their website. But when I get them, which will be like on Monday, like, guys, the service that these people provide, the lady emailed me within an hour of me placing the order. She emailed me a photo of my package saying, hey, just thought you might like to see how your package looks. We're getting it out tomorrow. I'm like, I just ordered this. Like, it doesn't even reflect on my bank account yet. I mean, her name's Holly, and she was incredible. My only gripe is the cost for what you get. I feel like it's a result of going through a third-party website. So I'm sure Cratejoy probably takes, a large cut of whatever they're profiting. So anyways, the patterns I got a 143 pattern. So it's the trolley, and it says, I think it says, don't stop, make believin'. So I got that one. I got a Mario Brothers one, and I got a Friday the 13th one, which is actually 3D. Comes with like 3D glasses, and I think the words on it are 3D. So we'll see if it works. But I'm planning on doing that one also with glow in the dark white because I've been wanting to try that. So we'll see. When they come in, like next video, I'll be able to actually like show you like tangible what they are. I'm so excited about it, but I spent so much money on it. Oh well. It'll be okay.
You got to spend it somewhere, right?
So that's that.
You're stimulating the economy. It's fine.
I know. Doing my part.
Listen, there is and probably by the time that this shows up on YouTube, the auction that Michelle Bendy will be doing will be done, but I have been going back and forth on an auction because I really want to freaking win it, and someone keeps outbidding me. So
what is it?
It's awesome. It is I was actually just checking the auction right now to see who would outbid me again, and of course that happened. But it is it's a Mexican stamp, and it's fine that I say this because by the time this airs, you guys won't know about this, so you won't be able to go and outbid me. So it's fine. I'll share the deets. I wouldn't have shared it otherwise because people will go and try to outbid me. It's a Mexican sampler, and it comes with one of those Floss Buddy flips, that you store all
yes,
of
I think I did see that. Yes.
And then all of the floss for it. But this is what the pattern looks like. Hang on. Hold on. Guys, this is technology and I are not friends. You can kind of see it. But it's like Mexican motif.
Cool.
I love it. But I'll probably get out there. It's fine. It's for a good cause. It's to benefit
What's the bid at?
$62, I think. So again, not something that I typically would have spent on a pattern and floss and a Floss Buddy flip, but it is to benefit. I think it's to benefit a soup kitchen or something this month is what she's doing, or like some type of food collection agency that's helping people during the COVID crisis, because we have been so lucky, and we joke about spending money on cross stitch and stuff, but there are truly people out there, even in our community, that are not able to buy food. They don't have jobs. They don't have a way to get resources. So yes, we joke about spending money, but I would love to be able to spend some of my cross stitch budget on a good cause. So not that you have to, but I'm just saying, it's a good thing to do if you can. I think I literally just got outbid. I did. So it's fine. All right, Erica, what'd you buy this week?
Well, if you recall last week, I was waiting on that pattern that was coming from the Frosted Pumpkin pattern that was coming from that shop in Michigan. The Stitching Bits and Bobs. It arrived. I was
Finally.
very pleased. They have packaged it very nicely. It came in an envelope in this like manila folder, so it didn't get like bent. There's a little like packing slip, and then a free pattern was included, and then the pattern that I ordered, which is Golden State.
It's so cute.
Adorable.
It's the Frosted Pumpkin, and they did it for Stitcher's Village. It's like part of a series, so they don't sell it themselves. You have to buy it from someone else.
Gotcha.
And I've never been to California, but I think it's cute. So, right on. There you go. There's it there.
Yeah.
Jody's she's a California native.
Wearing my California sweatshirt.
Yeah.
As per usual. It's like my stitching uniform.
That is her uniform.
So, I'm pretty psyched about it. I don't know when I'm going to stitch it, but I'm glad that I have it. It was on sale. And the way that they do the shipping is they, like, when you buy the thing, they charge you, like, the most amount of shipping that you could pay. And then they, like, give you back the difference. So there was, like, the pattern was on sale for $7.65. And then the shipping, like, when I checked out, was like $8. I'm like, dear God, I hope it's not going to be $8 to mail me this pattern. It wasn't. It was like $3. So I only ended up spending $11-ish to get this thing, which is cool because that's how much it normally is. And let's see. Oh, the Frosted Pumpkin. We talked about the donut thing that they're doing.
Yes.
The donut stitch along. They also released a limited edition donut needle minder, so you better believe I jumped on that train.
Ooh.
Here it is.
Saw this. It's so cute.
That's really cute.
And while I was there, they had 2 Halloween needle minders that I didn't have yet. I'm pretty sure I don't have yet. It's hard to remember. So I bought those. But that was only a couple of days ago, and they came today. Like, they're from California, like super fast shipping. I was really excited. Here's one.
Oh, look how cute.
Erika, I feel like I need to see your whole needle minder collection. Like, you have a lot of needle minders.
I do. I used to almost exclusively get these a needle runs through it ones because I like that they're wood and they have really nice magnet. But I've expanded. You can kind of see the board behind me in the middle of that shelf has needle minders on it. Yeah. And then the other one is really cute. Obviously, because why wouldn't it be?
How cute.
That one.
Cute.
See that little frog?
He's so cute.
You said you have that one?
Mm-hmm.
That's cute.
So I got those, and I got that pattern. It was a very Frosted Pumpkin haul. That is what I got this week.
What a shock, Erika.
I know.
I love it.
So predictable.
So we should do that for next episode. We'll show off our needle minder collection. We'll just put them on something, and then we can show our needle minders because I have a lot of them too. I probably have at least 40 or 50 needle minders.
Oh my God, I think I have 5.
I make a lot though. I made a lot of them.
Right.
You know, whenever I had all of my little pins and stuff, and anytime I get a pin, I turn it into a needle minder. So I just snap the little post off and stick a magnet on it. So yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, that is it for stuff this week, but we had some winners of our giveaways last week. And if you recall, we had 2 separate giveaways last week. The Nashville whip, so adopt a whip from Erin, and then 2 pieces of fabric from Jody. And we actually picked 2 winners for that. So I'll let Jody go first and announce the winner of the Ada hand-dyed fabric.
Okay, so the first winner is Amy Volker.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yay!
And the second winner is Amy Geneva.
You know, Amy heard her name the first time and was like, "Aw," and then she got it.
And then she heard it the second time. Oh my God.
Yes, which is awesome. So you ladies will each receive one piece of hand-dyed Ada fabric, courtesy of J Favish. She's like a famous fabric dyer. So
amazing.
Yeah. Get ready.
Yeah, get ready for some goodies. So
Send me your info and I'll get them out.
yep, send us your email to steelcitystitchers@gmail.com. You know the drill. Send it. We'll send it out to you. All right, Erin, you had a whip. Adopt a whip.
Yeah, and I'm sorry because I'm going to mispronounce this last name, but it's Sheila Yuikoa? No idea.
Yes,
Sheila.
Sheila,
You won.
Sheila was actually the one that commented that she was watching our videos and it did the autoplay and it went back to one of our older videos and she thought that I had dyed my hair during the quarantine because she goes, Kristen's hair is black all of a sudden. And then she's like, oh, it was an older video. Girls, you're going to see my hair change colors a lot throughout these videos. But yeah, so that was funny. I thought that was hilarious.
I wish my hair would change color. It's just gray as all get out now and super long.
Looks good. I watched part of our first video recently and I was like, oh man, it's weird. It's weird to watch the first one.
I didn't realize how much I didn't know until I rewatched it. I'm like, oh boy, I got a lot of things wrong back then.
Yeah, but like we were just like so new to everything and like I could tell like we were just all nervous and it's so different. It's hilarious. But guys, we've been at this for what, almost 2 years?
Has it been that long?
It'll be 2 years this December.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, because we were still at Kidsville. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, and we're so close to 2,000 subscribers.
So close.
Guys, we have a really cool giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. We are going to have a giveaway though tonight, which Erin's going to talk about, just like our normal weekly giveaway. So Erin, take it away with what we're giving away this week.
So this is our giveaway this week. So you don't get the box itself, but it's a pattern to make the box. It's Treasure Collection by MTV Cross Stitch Designs, a Tree of Life sewing box. And you get the little, what do you want to call that bead that goes with it? A little heart bead.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cute.
that's cute.
Super cute, right? And you get the pattern and all the instructions for how to create it.
Nice.
So if you want to win that, say
Box.
stitch the box.
Yeah. Is that bad?
So you want to stitch the box. So obviously, guys, this was a longer video.
Jody can't take it.
So
I'm 12.
my God. First of all, and where's Michael?
Oh, he left his whip outside the door and I don't want to get up to go get it.
You lazy. Go get it real quick. I'm going to talk to them about the stitching. All right. So we will be back on Monday. So we are going to have a quick turnaround on these videos this week. So this was a long one because it was about a week and a couple of days. So thank you all for sticking with us. I'm sorry that it's like topsy-turvy and you guys are like waiting for us to put the videos out, but we appreciate your patience as we try to figure out a good day to get all four of us together with kids and school and work and all of the craziness. But we will be back on Monday. All right, Jody, show us what he's got.
You know what?
Okay.
Monday. Did you see how perfect that works out though with the schedule? Because Mania ends on Sunday, and then we'll be able to do our Mania recap.
Perfect.
Smart.
Not to do it.
Not this coming Monday because that's Memorial Day. We're still in the middle of Mania, but the following week it'll be like our end of Mania wrap up. I love it.
Right.
Love it. All right, Jode, what do you got?
Okay, so I think last time I showed this version, Wiki Stitcher, good morning, and I realized that she's a freaking genius. She included the pattern on a lighter color fabric, which changes some of the colors a little bit.
Wow.
He chose to do it on one of my tea-dyed fabrics, and he is there.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Hey.
Yeah.
And he had an interesting strategy. He was like, you know, after I get this mug done, I'm going to go up and do the lettering because I want to do the roses last. And I was like, why? And he said, well, because that's a big payoff. Like, they're beautiful. Like, that's the whole pattern. He's like, if I do those first, I'm never going to want to go up and stitch the boring letters.
I get it.
Kind of smart, right? So that's what he's got going on.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
Yeah. And of course, I can't show you guys the picture of the girls stitching today, but they were so sweet doing all of their stitching. And Stella was like explaining to me that she had to count over 19s. She had to make 19 X's before she could finish the bottom border. So yeah.
You know what's so funny? When we left,
was a mess.
A mess.
Stuff was everywhere. It was like this abstract painting. It was like all of these threads. And
it's funny because I had explained to Stella when she was filming her own Flosstube, which obviously isn't like anywhere public, but I said you can't show your pattern. Like you can't do that because it's copyright. And we had this whole conversation. So when I told her to bring her stitch stuff today, she goes, "Mommy, is Kristen gonna take a picture of my pattern?" Like she was very confused.
I was like, I'm not going to take a picture of that. But she was like even like hesitant about me like flipping the page over to look at the pattern part of it. She was like, oh, don't do that. I'm like, I'm not going to take a picture of it. It's okay. But you could tell she's like such a perfectionist. She was making sure like all of her stuff was perfect. And then Hazel's just like a wild animal and her stuff was all over the place. But Stella's doing a really good job. So again, thank you guys for joining us this week. We will be back in a couple of days. If you want to win the giveaway for this week, it is the box. Say you want to stitch the box, Jody. And our winners, please make sure that you email us so we can get those out to you. And you'll have a full week. You'll have until the following Monday to get your info to us because we know it's a quick turnaround. All right, so we will see you all in a couple of days. Enjoy your Memorial Day. We love you, and we will be back soon. Yay. Bye.